Turf Business TV are here at the home of the Harlequins today, Twickenham Stoop. We spoke to Dan Hill, the Assistant Groundsman. Thank you for joining us, Dan. So you've been here for 4 years now, is that right?
Coming up to 4 years, yeah.
So how was the apprenticeship process for you with Myerscough?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, it was more of a distance sort of learning. I didn't actually attend the college, but it was quite good. I was quite lucky in that obviously the head groundsman here and various other people that I've met through the industry sort of able to give us quite a bit of sort of guidance and assistance in sort of aspects of it. Yeah, it took a little bit longer than I'd hoped to, but no, it was good. I've done it now, and I'm glad it's out the way, and I'm looking forward to hopefully moving on to the next level.
So how did you get into it? I think you said you were a rugby fan to begin with.
Yeah, here I was actually a season ticket holder here, and then one day after a match, I was a gardener myself anyway, and I had been for a number of years, and I thought sort of getting into this industry was something that was kind of out of reach. I thought you'd have had to go to university and things like that, and I just so happened to bump into Paul, the head groundsman, once when I was sort of coming out of the bar. And just started chatting to him, and I sort of pestered him via email a few times because he mentioned there might be a possibility of coming down and helping on match day, and yeah, it's kind of gone from there. I was fortunate enough to get a role as an apprentice.
So do you think that in terms of awareness of this job and the industry as a whole is sort of the main issue of getting young people in, or you know yourself apprentices at any age? So were you not really aware of this as a job?
Of course, I was aware of it as a job, but I didn't realise it was something that would be accessible. I kind of, like I say, I thought it was something you'd have to study long term in order to get to, rather than sort of its apprenticeship sort of schemes. No, but it's something it's such a rewarding industry, and there's so many people who are so into sport. It's a shame that it's not more known, because I think more people, if they knew it was available, would like to get into it. Especially working outside and getting up over all the cool toys we get to play with. Yeah, and getting to watch sport as well. So yeah, it's great.
So when you was with Myerscough, you came to one of our Turf Business Summits when you were a student. How was that process for you?
Oh, it was fantastic. I got to meet lots of people that a lot of people wouldn't have done at that stage of their career. Got to make some good connections there, and yeah, and get a bit more of an understanding about what is entailed in the sort of upper echelons of this sort of industry, if you like, for the big stadiums and whatever you. But no, it was fantastic. It really gave us an opportunity that I'd never thought I would have, especially from cutting grass.
So do you think that helped you in terms of progression? Because obviously that's when you were still on your course.
Yeah.
So do you think the workshop groups and such sort of helped you personally?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it gave me an insight into what other people's opinions of the industry was, which definitely helped. And also I met a couple of other people there. There was one other chap there that was doing, also a student, so I got to meet them, get some, insights from them, what they thought of the industry, and yeah, it was really, really a valuable experience, really good.
So I know it's no secret that it doesn't matter what sector of turfcare, like people we talk to, grounds managers are finding it difficult getting young people into the industry. What do you think might be some of the deterrents to a young person?
I think once people are in the industry, sort of aspects around pay may be an issue. But like I say, when I got into this, I didn't know about the particular pay. I was just happy to do it because I knew it was something I'd enjoy. I didn't get into it till I was 31. Yeah, but I mean, obviously the pay wasn't great at the start, but I've done enough jobs that I hate to know that it was worth it. So that's probably one of the things. I think a general lack of awareness. I mean, people watch sport all the time, but very few people really think about the idea that looking after turf is a career option, which is a shame, seeing as, you see them every half time of every sporting event, people out on the pitch, or golf, you see, greenkeepers and things like that. Yeah, I think the actual awareness of the industry could really do with it being made more visible. Yeah.
So give me one thing, if you can wheel it down to one, Dan, that is the most rewarding for you. Like what's your favourite part about the job?
It's the end product, really, presenting a pitch that is either, especially if it's on television, beginning of the season when the pitch all looks nice and shiny before it's taken a battering, people asking you about it and things like that. That's a real good feeling, providing the end product for quite often is quite memorable matches. And I'd say that would be the thing that I enjoy the most out of it, the end product.
Do you feel like, I think in recent years, rugby is becoming more and more sort of televised. Do you feel more pressures with that? So obviously it's your job to factor playability and safety with the pitch, but do you think there's more pressure of getting it to actually look good aesthetically as well now?
I think more and more people expect pitches to look better because obviously the standards that things like the Premier League set, all the pitches in the Premier League will look absolutely immaculate. Obviously rugby, even though a lot of the pitches are, all the pitches are of a very high standard, there's obviously not quite the same availability of sort of pitch constructions that are all in the Premiership. We have, for example, fully natural surface, which I don't believe there's any in the Premiership or the Championship, going down to quite a few leagues down. So, yeah, and also it's usage, so we have the men's fixtures here. We host Harlequins women's fixtures here as well. So obviously with the more fixtures that we have, it becomes more intensive to actually manage the surface and keep it in a good, safe and playable condition. Over time, I think the expectations and can become a bit more demanding. But I think but it's probably for the best, really. I think pushing yourself and providing a good surface is what we're here for.
So I know you mentioned obviously you as a season ticket holder here, and rugby is a sport that you enjoy. But what are your aspirations for the future? Do you think you'll stay in rugby? Do you want to branch out to another sector, maybe abroad? What are you thinking?
To be completely honest with you, I don't really know at the moment. It's sort of playing it as it comes, really. I mean, I really enjoy my job. I'm fortunate enough to be able to help out at Twickenham across the road on match days, which I really enjoy. Once again, it gives me another aspect of the industry I get to witness. At the minute, I'm just sort of seeing what happens. I'm enjoying what I do, and see where it takes me.
What advice or what would you say to any person young, about getting into the industry? What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think if people really want to get into the industry, I think there would be a way they would be able to, whether it's just sort of volunteering. I mean, there's plenty of local clubs, whether it be cricket, rugby, football, that are probably crying out for volunteers to help. But yeah, I think if you've got an interest in it, that you can find a way to help out, get a bit of experience, get a foot in the door one way or another, really. So yeah, do it.
Seems to be doing very well, so congratulations on getting your apprenticeship. Thank you for having us. Lovely to speak to you.
You also. Thanks a lot.